Welcome to the God of War Ragnorok Platinum Trophy Guide. In this video, I'm going to give you tips to help you complete and collect all of the trophies on this list in a reasonable time. Now, I will not be showing you the specific locations for some of the collectibles in this video. However, I will have a separate video for that, so make sure to check the channel. I'll have it pinned in a comment down below and in a description. With that out of the way, let's get started. This platinum requires you to get 4 gold trophies, 15 silver trophies, and 16 bronze trophies. You can play this on any difficulty. I played it on balanced, and it took me around 50 hours to get the platinum. The first trophy on the list is called the Florist. You get this after collecting 1 flower from each of the 9 realms. The locations for all 9 flowers are as follows. Now, to get access to the prison in Niflheim, you have to have beaten the game. So only come here when you have done that, and then you will find the flower on the bottom floor.
If we'd needed to return there.
Stayed home. Definitely.
Now, to get to Jotunheim, you need to have beaten the game. Then, Ratatoskr, if you speak with him, will give you the ability to travel to new areas using new mystic gateways. One of them being Jotunheim, and the other one being our next location in the Sanctuary Grove in Midgard. The next trophy on this list is called the Librarian. To do this trophy, you need to collect all of the books. There are a total of 14 books. Again, if you want to know the specific locations of all of these, I will have it linked in the description and in the pinned comment down below. The next trophy on the list is called the Curator. You get this after collecting all of the artifacts. Now, the 14 books that we collected from the last trophy count as artifacts as well, so you need to collect them anyway. But the remaining artifacts are Spirit Mementos, Tributes to Freyr, Family Crests, Things Left Behind, and Stolen Treasures. If you want to see the locations of all of these artifacts, make sure to check the video linked in the description and in the pinned comment down below. I will show you the locations of them in that video. The next trophy on this list is called How It Started. Simply go to your inventory, look at the amulet section of it, and equip any enchantment. It doesn't matter which one, just equip any of them and you will get the trophy. The next trophy on this list is called Spitshine. To do this, you need to upgrade 1 piece of armor. It doesn't matter which one it is. Upgrade any piece of armor at any of Brock and Sindri's shops. You probably already did this, but just in case, that is what you need to do for this trophy. The next trophy on this list is called Spartan Ways. You get this automatically as part of the story, so don't worry about it. You're gonna get this without a problem. The next trophy on this list is called Full Belly. You get this after obtaining all of the apples of Yon and the horns of Mead. There is a total of 35 Nornir chests, and all of these items can be found in those Nornir chests. However, you only need to open 30 of the Nornir chests to get this trophy. The next trophy on this list is called Knock Off the Rust. This one is pretty simple. Purchase a skill, any skill, it doesn't matter, and you will get this trophy. Additionally, I would also give you a suggestion. Look at every single one of these skills and it will tell you how many times you need to use it. When you have used these skills for a certain number of times, you can then enhance the skill further so that you can get other benefits like increased damage, longer stun duration, and increased elemental effects. This is really helpful, and it could be the difference whether you win a fight or lose it. Alright, the next set of trophies are all story-related trophies, so as long as you beat the game, you will get all of these automatically. These include a Grisly Encounter, Blood Debt, Backyard Brawl, Root of the Problem, The Cauldron, Off the Leash, Come-Uppance, and Better Together. The next trophy on this list is called Phalanx. You get this for collecting all of the shields. There are a total of 5 shields. 3 of them you get automatically. 2 of them will be found in Brock and Sindri's shop. Make sure to craft them. The trophy will not pop unless you craft all of the shields. The 3rd shield would be given to you in the middle of the story automatically by Brock. The remaining 2 shields are found in these locations. One of the shields is going to be found in Vanaheim. Travel to the location I'm showing you on the map here, follow the path, and you will get to the shield located in a legendary chest. The last shield is going to be in the location that I'm showing you on the map. Now, unfortunately, I cannot get to that location because I have already beaten the game, and you lose access to that area once you have defeated Garm. So make sure that you get the shield when you're there during the main story. It's going to be in a legendary chest. The next trophy on this list is called Collector. You get this after obtaining all relics and sword hilts. Some of the methods to get some of these are a little bit complicated, so I have put this in a separate video. Again, you will find that in the collectibles video in the description or in the pinned comment down below. The next trophy on this list is called Dragon Slayer, and to get this trophy, all you need to do is to craft the dragon scaled armor set. First, you need access to the crater. You do this after you rescue Freyr in Vanaheim. You will then be able to start a side mission called Scent of Survival. Once you complete that side mission, you will get to the crater. Defeat and battle your first dragon. Once you do so, you will gain access to the dragon scaled armor set in any of Brock and Sindri's shops. Craft all 3 pieces and you will get the trophy. The next trophy on this list is called How It's Going. For this trophy, you need to fully repair the Amulet of Yggdrasil. There are a total of 9 sockets. 4 of them you get automatically as part of the main story. But here are the locations of the remaining 5. Now for this amulet, it can actually spawn in 2 different locations. Either it will be on the legendary chest in Aldrich's Island, or it's going to be in the legendary chest in Aldrich's Hollow. The next trophy on this list is called Funeral for a Friend. To complete this, you need to beat the game first. After you have beaten the game, go to Lunda at any of the shops, and once you speak to her, you will be able to go to Svartalheim. In Svartalheim, go to the tavern where Durlin likes to hang out. Once you speak to him and start that dialogue, you will be able to go to the Sved Islands. At the Sved Islands, you'll be able to start a new cutscene. After the cutscene is over, you will get the trophy. The next trophy on this list is called Rebel Leader. To get this trophy, you need to craft the spear. After you craft the spear and you come down with Freya on the minecart, then you can jump over to this area and talk to Durlin. Durlin is going to give you a side quest to go find his hammer. His hammer is going to be located in this section right here in this red chest. Afterwards, when you have the hammer, return to the tavern where he likes to hang out, give him the hammer, and you will get the trophy. The next trophy on this list is called New Friends. To do this, you're going to need to fetch Lunda's orb. After you have defeated Nidhogg, Lunda will give you a side quest where she asks you to fetch an orb. You need to travel to this location right here on the map. The orb will be right here near the beach. Once you have the orb, return to Lunda, talk to her, and then you will get the trophy. The next trophy on this list is called Full Gufa. To get this trophy, you're going to have to free the half Gufas. There are 2 of them. The first one you get as a side quest after Tyr breaks a hole and allows you access to the Barrens. Here, all you have to do is free it, go through the tunnel as I'm showing you here. At the end of it, you'll be able to free it. The second Gufa is going to be found in the Forbidden Sands. You only get access to this area after you get the ability to write the runes on the little blue gate things. Once you have access to the Forbidden Sands, go to this area on the map and you'll be able to free the second Gufa. The next trophy on this list is called Making Amends. You will get access to this trophy and side quests very early on in the game. Mimir will basically tell you to go to the island in the middle of the Bay of Bounty. Go to the island, retrieve a key from that island, then come back to this gate right here. When you open the gate, you will be able to make the island rise and you will be able to complete another side quest for the actual trophy itself. The next trophy on this list is called It Was a Good Day. To get this trophy, you need to retrieve Mardal. Go to the Vanir Shrine. This is the location of Freya's wedding with Odin. You will get a side quest with this. Complete the side quest, go down this path, make your way all the way up to the top, then go down the second path, go all the way to the top just like you did with the first one, and once you do so, you can return to the middle and cross this bridge. Once you cross the bridge, you will be able to start a cutscene, and then afterwards, you will be able to get the trophy. The next trophy on this list is called Invasive Species. You get this for completing all of the crater hunts. Not all of the crater hunts are going to be dragon fights. Some of them are going to be Dreki fights. However, there are going to be crater hunts in the jungle, in the sinkholes, and in the plains. Make sure to complete them all. Now, there are a total of 4 dragons. One of them is going to be in the plains. One of them is going to be in the sinkholes. However, 2 of them are going to be in the jungle. All of the dragon hunts should be marked on your map. However, the one that is not marked on your map is this one. In the jungle, you want to head to this area. Then you want to lead these dog creatures into the cage right here. Lift up the cage and freeze it in place. Jump inside, wait for the animals to follow you inside. As soon as they're in the cage with you, run out, remove the barrier so that it falls back down, and then you can lift them up using the elevator to the arena right above you. That will spawn in that dragon. Make sure to do this. It's kind of complicated, but all the other dragons and crater hunts should be self-explanatory and straightforward. The next trophy on this list is called Besties. You get this trophy for petting Specky and Svanna. In order to get this trophy, you need to clear out the 4 raider camps in Midgard. The 4 raider camps are called the Raider Stronghold, the Raider Hideout, the Raider Fort, and the Raider Keep. Defeat all the enemies at all 4 of these camps, and on your last one, there will be a man named Olaf that will try to fight you. Defeat him. Once you defeat him, you can then go to Specky and Svanna, interact with them, and you will get this trophy. The next trophy on this list is called a Rightful Place, and you get this by returning all the Lindworms to Ratatoskr. You get this side quest after you have defeated Nidhogg. Ratatoskr will tell you to go find 6 of the Lindworms. They are going to be found in Yggdrasil Rifts. Now, I won't show you the locations of all of them in this video, but again, if you want to see them, make sure to check the description or the pinned comment down below for that collectible guide. The next trophy on this list is called Pure of Heart. You get this for returning all the stags of the 4 seasons. Now, you initially are going to have to encounter one of the stags in the crater. Once you have done so, you can go to Ratatoskr at Sindri's house. Speak to him. He will give you food for the 4 stags. Now you will be able to interact with each one of them. After you speak to them, they will go back to Ratatoskr. You then want to go back to Ratatoskr yourself, speak to him one more time, and you'll be able to get this trophy without a problem. The next trophy on this list is called Trials by Fire. You get this trophy by completing the Trials of Muspelheim. Now, I believe you can only do this at the end of the game. I could be mistaken, but once you're at Muspelheim, travel to the Crucible. When you're here, you can actually take on these trials. I would say wait to the end of the game anyway, because it will make these trials so much easier. So, there's going to be 3 rooms. These 3 rooms are going to have swords with letters on them. You're going to want to go to each one of these, and they're going to have 3 trials each. Complete all 3 trials in each of these 3 rooms, and you should have 9 out of the 15 trials completed. To complete these last 6 trials, you're going to have to redo some of the trials that you already did in a specific combination. So these are the 6 combinations that you're going to need. They are as follows: NF, NR, FN, FR, RF, and RN. Let's use the combination FN as an example. This is telling us to first go to the room that had the sword with the letter F. Once you're there, redo one of the 3 trials. It doesn't matter which one you do. Complete any one of these. Once you do that, you then have to go to the room with the sword that had the letter N. Complete any of the 3 trials. It doesn't matter which one. Do whichever one is easiest for you. And once you have done that, return to the sword in the center of the Crucible. You will now be able to interact with it, and it should start a new trial right then and there. You then want to repeat this exact process, but using the other rune combinations. Of course, once you do all 6 of these rune combinations and completed all 6 trials tied to them, you will then have 15 out of 15 trials completed, and you should have the trophy. The next trophy on this list is called Ready for Commitment. You get this trophy for fully upgrading 1 armor set. You have to upgrade a set. For example, I'm showing you the Dragon Armor set. This is one of the best armor sets in the game, so I would highly recommend that you choose this one to upgrade to level 9. However, the resources necessary to get to level 9 are Divine Ashes and Smoldering Embers. These resources can only be found in Muspelheim as rewards for completing the trials. So while you're doing the trials, you will get the resources, and eventually you will be able to upgrade 1 armor set to max level. The next trophy on this list is called Ragnarok, and you get this as a part of the story. This is actually the final story-related trophy on this list, and you should get this as long as you beat the game. The next trophy on this list is called Grave Mistake. You get this trophy after battling King Hrolf. To initiate the side quest, you first need to go to Midgard, interact with this gravestone, and now you will get the ability to interact with all the gravestones all across the realms. There's going to be a total of 11 gravestones. They are going to be marked on your map, which is why I'm not showing you the locations of them. Go to each one of them, fight the bosses at each one of these, and when you're done, return to the initial gravestone in Midgard, and then you can interact with it and fight King Hrolf. He is quite difficult, but once you defeat him, you should get the trophy. Now, King Hrolf has a very similar moveset to all of the other enemies at all the other gravestones. So once you know how to defeat one of them, you know how to defeat all of them pretty much. The one move that I would watch out for that is specific to King Hrolf is this move right here where he jumps into the air. you want to throw your axe at him when he does this, because otherwise you're going to take a lot of damage, so you want to avoid that. Other than that, all the moves are going to be pretty similar. Make sure to parry yellow attacks, make sure to dodge any red attacks, make sure to shield bash any blue attacks, and anything other than that, you can just dodge. But with that being said, if you are struggling, you can either lower the difficulty or you can buy a revival stone. At any of the shops, you can buy a revival stone. I like to buy the Berserker's one because that spawns you in with full rage. Make sure to buy one of these, and when you die, you can just immediately respawn and you can continue the fight where you left off pretty much. For reference, here is the setup that I was working with for these fights. I like to run the dragon scaled armor because when you parry or block an attack, you actually get a damage boost for a few seconds, so that's really, really helpful. Additionally, I like to run the Helheim enchantments. I run a set of 3. Obviously, you want to maximize it by running a set. But I like this because it gives you a melee damage boost when you are below 50% health. That is really, really helpful, and it comes in clutch. Now, for my relic, I like to run the Glaive of Doter. This one allows you to throw a grenade onto your enemy that will apply Bifrost. This is really, really helpful because it helps you do a burst of damage. And it has a low cooldown, so you should get this around 2 to 3 times per fight. The last trophy in this game is called the True Queen. You get this trophy after battling Na. She is the Valkyrie Queen. You can only do this at the end of the game. You want to go to Muspelheim, to the right of the Crucible. You can get to this location right here, and you can battle the Valkyrie Queen. Now, I'm running the exact same setup that I just showed. Now, for this fight, here are some tips that you need to know to be able to defeat her. Every time she throws balls at you, if it's balls of fire, electricity, balls of ice, it doesn't really matter which one she throws at you. You can block all of them with your shield, and it's actually better that you do so because you will get the damage boost from the dragon scaled armor set. There is another set of ball attacks that she does. This one is going to go around her in a circle. The balls are going to be way bigger as well. These ones you can destroy by throwing your axe at them, and you want to do that because you don't want them to start swinging around because they might come up behind you and hit you for damage. Some of them can even freeze you, and it's not fun when that happens. Also, be on the lookout. Every time she yells the words "for Asgard," that means she's going to jump into the air. So when she says that, immediately dodge out of the way. She usually does this attack around 2 to 4 times, so be careful about that. And the last thing that I would say to look out for is for a rock attack that she likes to do. She will fly up into the air and she will start building a rock on top of her. You can only destroy this using sonic arrows. So I would recommend that you only use sonic arrows during the fight because you never know when she's going to do that attack, and you don't want to be fumbling around trying to switch the arrow types. So make sure you run sonic arrows for this fight with Freya. And once you do that, you should have all the trophies necessary for the Platinum Trophy. Now, there are a ton of other collectibles that you don't need to collect. Like, for example, the lore is not necessary. The treasure maps are not necessary. The only other collectible that I have not mentioned in this video yet that you will need are all of the ravens. You have to do all 46 ravens because that is how you get one of the hilts. So even though I haven't showed you the locations of all the hilts and the ravens in this video, I will have a separate video for that. Again, check the description, check the top comment. I will have it pinned, and you will be able to do that from that video. And that's going to do it for the Platinum Trophy Guide. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful, make sure to like and subscribe down below. If I made a mistake, or if you have better tips, make sure to leave those in the comment section down below as well. Any questions or concerns that you may have, I will be trying to answer as many as possible in the comments, so make sure to leave those there. And as always, take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.